Hey guys, before we jump into this video, I just want to let you guys know this review was originally recorded from my gaming channel, which you can find linked down in the description below. But in an effort to expand the content beyond just reactions here on the channel, since we're already reacting to movies and TV, I also wanted to include other kind of content that revolves around that kind of realm, movies, TV, things like that, discussions and all that good stuff, but as well as including comics and also some tech stuff as well here on the channel. So this review is actually the best of both worlds because it is a tech review, but at the same time, this specific device is actually really good for if you want to, read comics at your desk and things like that as well, and have them lit up properly and sufficiently. You're going to see that in this review. So again, hopefully you guys enjoy the kind of expansion of content. Reactions not going anywhere. We're still going to be doing a lot of that here on the channel. But like I said, I wanted to include more also kind of, discussion and news and things like that, and reviews regarding all things movie, TV, comics, and tech. So enjoy this review. If you enjoy it, leave it a like. If you don't like it, let me know why in the comment section below so I can improve the content. Subscribe if you guys want to stick around for future videos, and let's jump into this. So today we're going to be unboxing and checking out a device from BenQ called the ScreenBar monitor light. Now, a quick disclaimer before we jump into this video: they did send me this product. They hit me up and asked me if I wanted to check it out and do a video on it, and I was definitely intrigued. I'll explain why in just a second. I'm not getting paid for this. It's not a sponsored video. I just got a free product out of this. I wanted to check this out for one reason, because whenever I'm not making content, whenever I'm not gaming, or whenever I'm maybe between matches, even in multiplayer games, or while a video renders or something, I'm always reading, whether it's actual books or comics. I'm always reading something. And one thing I noticed is that with the typical kind of lights that I have in my office area, I get a lot of glare. Now, the selling point about this ScreenBar monitor light is that there is no glare. It's a great light to sit on top of your monitor to save desk space and all that good stuff, that will light up anything that you need lit up on your desk, whether it's just to see your desk for whatever reason, to write, to read, whatever it is. So we're gonna unbox this thing, and then we're gonna set it up and we're gonna discuss it. So it is worth noting before we crack this open that you can see you basically just kind of clip it together. You clip it on the edge of your monitor with the counterweight. It just sits there, and then it uses a USB plug-in and all that good stuff. So the box just slides out as so. I'm going to toss this aside. We're going to go ahead, we're going to open it up. Now with BenQ, I've used a lot of their monitors and things like that in the past, and I've always found that their monitors have been really good quality. So I was definitely really interested in checking this out. This is some very interesting packaging, by the way. I just want to show you guys this before we continue to crack into it. So it actually has listed the clip. This is the USB cable, all that stuff. It's basically all labeled in this packaging. So we're just gonna go ahead, we're gonna take it out. This counterweight, I will say, it has some heft to it. I don't know, but I'd be willing to say that this is probably one to 1.5 pounds. It has some heft for sure. Yeah, everybody loves that. Let's be real. So we have the light, right? You can see the light right here, right? We have the buttons on the top. So you can see, I don't know if you can actually tell, but we have some buttons there. And so we have like the brightness, the temperature, the power, and all that good stuff. And then of course the USB plug right in the back, which is not focusing, but that's okay. So as far as the USB cable goes, you can see kind of how long it is here. This is basically put in half. I'm willing to bet this is about probably 6 feet. I'm not 100% sure the exact measurements. Now it is a USB-C on one end that goes into the light bar, into a USB-A on the other end of the cable. So one of the interesting things about this ScreenBar monitor light is that you don't just have to plug it into your PC via USB. You could of course plug it into a USB power brick that you would then plug in into a outlet, just kind of like you would with your phone to charge your phone or whatever other devices. You could even plug it into your PS5 or Xbox Series X, or whatever other console has a USB port on it that stands idly in standby, so that keeps the power running and all the good stuff. Now some of the monitors that you can buy as well will have a USB port in the back, so if you do have a monitor that has a USB port in the back, you could give that a go as well. So there's a few different options to plug it in and all that good stuff. Now the buttons themselves are interesting because they're actually not buttons, they're touch, so they're just touch sensors, so you don't have to click anything. It's literally just just, like I said, a touch sensor that you just touch, and then the button kind of functions in that way, whether it's the power, whether it's the temperature, the brightness, or whatever else. Now, regarding the other buttons besides the power, the temperature obviously will cycle through more of warmer colors, more of cooler colors. So of course, warmer colors gets into a more kind of orangish kind of tint, and then with the cooler colors, you have more of kind of a blue and a little bit of kind of variations in between the two, which is really, really nice to have. As far as the brightness goes, I was cycling through them and I noticed there's about 7 or 8 different brightness settings, from kind of a dimmer setting all the way to a brighter setting and everything else in between. So you can of course go through those settings to see whatever brightness suits your needs best for your setup, and it's just nice that you have a few different kind of options to kind of cycle through as far as the brightness and the temperature goes as well. Now, as far as glare goes, that actually reads right. The description of this thing says that it's a no glare kind of light, so it's not going to have any glare on your monitor. So even though it sits above your monitor, it's very interesting how that works. It doesn't kind of cast any kind of glare on your monitor whatsoever. And the kind of monitors I have are IPS monitors, which typically have a little bit more of a glossy look to them. And so even with those kind of monitors and displays, I found that there was literally no glare whatsoever. The glare would be on other things around, right, that I want actually lit up, but thankfully not on my monitor. So just as the description reads, it actually does work just as that. In terms of how well it actually lights your area, it lights it up sufficiently well. Like I said, there's all these different brightness kind of settings you can go through. I found myself kind of sitting somewhere in the middle, not too bright, not too dim, although even the dimmer settings were sufficient for me. But of course, if you want it to be even more well lit, you can go for the higher, brighter settings. But you can see that whether I'm reading a book or whether I'm reading a comic, it worked out very, very nicely. Now, of course, keep in mind, because of the camera angles, there was a little bit of glare on some of my comics, because comics do have kind of like a shiny finish and whatnot. But when I was actually reading it in real time, in real life, I didn't have any issues with it and all that good stuff. And keep in mind, of course, that if you do find that there's a little bit too much glare on your comics that do have kind of more of a shiny coating, a shiny finish to them, you could always turn the brightness down a little bit, and that will help kind of counteract that as well. But for the most part, like I said, it was no issue whatsoever for me personally. Again, this is just my personal experience. Now, I actually found, as a content creator, there's a couple content creation applications that I can personally use that for. Now, over on my Nintendo channel, you can check out the link down in the description below if you're interested in that. I like to sometimes do Pokemon card openings, TCG openings. And so what I found that is, if I use this light, it actually lights up the cards a lot better, and it gives it a little bit better lighting for that camera, where I'm kind of, you know, opening the cards and kind of cycling through all the different cards and all that good stuff. So it kind of gives it a little bit more of a professional look in that way for me as a content creator opening Pokemon TCG packs. Or you can use it for whatever else. If you're using kind of a camera from, you know, kind of the top down, it lights up your desk space a little bit better. Whether you're doing an unboxing of something or showing anything off that would be on your desk, it would work well for that as well. So all in all, this thing is actually sleek, it's compact, it's very easy to use. I like that there's just kind of touch buttons. That's kind of cool. I don't think it's a big deal whether they're clicky buttons or not, but I think the interesting thing and the good thing that they are touch and not clicky is the fact that if they were clicky, you would need more pressure to push on them, and because it's sitting on top of your monitor, that could either make your monitor go down, obviously if your monitor is kind of adjusted to be a little bit higher up, if you do have an adjustable monitor, that is, or of course it can kind of, you know, just put things out of whack. So the fact that it is touch means all you gotta do is give it a really light touch to, you know, make the buttons actually activate. So that's really nice as well. So what I will mention really quick is that while I was editing this video, I did notice that my little kind of demonstrations of with the light on and with the light off and cycling through, my camera didn't pick it up as well as I was hoping for, unfortunately. So you could still notice that if you do pay close attention, first of all, on the outskirts of the kind of surroundings of my comic or my books or whatever, that it's more well lit. And the other thing that I noticed is that there's a better, more richer contrast. At least that's what it looks like on video. So that's kind of the things to look for. But I will say that in real time kind of practice, it definitely does work. And I wish that I could pick it up a little bit better, a little bit more accurately on camera for you guys, so you can see exactly what I'm seeing in real life. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to snag just quite that perfect shot for you guys. Just keep that in mind. All in all, I think this thing is really, really cool. I mean, if you want to light light up your desk space, you want to save some space on your desk, so you don't want to have something like a lamp sitting on your desk or whatever else. This thing is really, really sleek. It casts plenty enough light. It adds no glare to your monitor, at least from my experience. I was actually shocked. I still don't know exactly how they managed to do that, because, you know, you would think that it would cast some glare onto your monitor to some extent, but I mean, looking at it, I see personally, I see absolutely no glare whatsoever, which is really, really interesting. All in all, I think, like I said, it's going to obviously make it a better experience for when I'm reading books or reading comics, and even some content creation uses as well for the content creator in me. So all in all, would I recommend this product? Yeah, if it's something that you need, you know, if it's something that you're trying to light up your desk with, then of course this would be a great option. Like I said, it saves desk space, no light kind of glare on your monitor, and it's just a nice, sleek, compact way to light up your desk sufficiently and all that good stuff. If you do have any questions though, let me know in the comment section below and I'll do my very best to answer them. The last thing I'll mention that I forgot to mention earlier in this video is this thing does retail for about $100 USD. You can find it either on the BenQ website or on Amazon.com, as well as other retailers that you may find it as well. So I'll link the BenQ link down in the description below. I'll also link an Amazon one. I will preface this by saying the Amazon one will be an affiliate link. So if you do purchase it through Amazon, I will get a little bit of a kickback. You don't have to do that. Of course, you can just search it up on Amazon yourself or go to the BenQ direct link down in the description. Huge thanks to BenQ for providing me a review copy, or not a copy, but a review unit of this ScreenBar monitor light. I actually liked it a lot more than I expected, and I was pleasantly surprised. And again, it was one of those things I just hadn't thought that I would have, I guess, had any use for until I really thought about it and said, hey, this is going to be great for reading books, comics, doing those Pokemon openings, other kind of things, you know, unboxing things on my desk and all that good stuff. So I like it personally. You can check it out, like I said, if you would like, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I'll do my very best to help you guys out to answer any questions you have regarding this product. Thanks again to BenQ. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you're new, be sure to subscribe. We do a variety of content here on this channel, and I'll see you guys very soon in another one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, and I'll catch you guys later.